DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.
Hey, I'm back with another video. Actually, by that last video, I won against my team. Won against the Clippers, not the Clippers. Golden State. What the heck is up?
So, I'll keep that in mind for next time.
Who is all? I don't think that happened. I think we're going to have a
majority of people voted
Alright.
against me.
Yeah, I didn't vote against you. Specifically called my name. I didn't say anything. I was unbiased and I was rooting for both sides.
We finna get into this.
From Salt Lake City, Utah, the 2K Sports pregame show. Hello and welcome to our broadcast. Tonight we have a...
But there'll be 4
Hello and thanks
videos.
for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Clarkson.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, and a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
And let's go straight up.
Well, small ball has become the trend in the NBA, but it might be more accurate to call it average ball.
Point forwards and big guards in demand. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Steve, looking ahead to the All-Star game, if you were a team champion, who would be your number one pick?
I think, Kevin, for me, is Giannis Antetokounmpo. For the reason why he plays so hard in an All-Star game like it's a playoff game, and I wouldn't want to guard him.
So here's Miami's starting group. Jake Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Scott. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Dragic in the one. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Caldwell Pope in it for 3 spot. Conley the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Right side, Bogdanovich. 4 on the clock. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Crowder against Conley. Outer dishes to Scott. Over Bogdanovich. Scott can't get it to go. And so Conley
Knew that
will bring the
wasn't
ball
gonna make
free.
it.
So on the wing, Mitchell. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Mitchell's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Jazz.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Dragic against Conley. Here's Adebayo. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Utah called for the foul. The Heat shooting their first free throws of this game. That one is off. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet, and he can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Here's Conley. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one. And technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game. And it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Off on the layup. The Heat have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Scott. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Adebayo against Gobert. Count the basket.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Outside Butler. Pass to Scott. Over Mitchell. Scott can't get it to go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And stolen by Butler. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Loads it up for Butler. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
All right.
I mean,
I'm sitting up here laying down. Okay.
Donovan Mitchell attacking the rim. So exciting to watch greatness develop.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And Smitty, as tough as they are on D, the Jazz have been middle of the pack offensively. Now, how do they improve?
The kick out to Scott. Shoots over Clarkson. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
This opportunity, it's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
On the floor for Miami. Zeller is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Scott. And it's Hero in the shooting guard. And it's 6'3" Donovan Mitchell able to play shooting guard or point guard. What do you think is his best position?
You know, Kevin, he would tell you he can do both. Versatile enough to play and defend multiple positions, but I like him at the 2-guard position.
Here's Hero. Covered by Mitchell. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Goran Dragic is a guy used to having the ball in his hand. This time, he finishes on the catch and shoot.
Conley finds Mitchell. He can't hit that time. And Miami the other way now. Last time they met was in Miami.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part.
You see how that zigzag went?
Their bench, and they provided a lot of a scoring punch.
It's not unusual these days. Teams are more than willing to go deep into that bench to find answers for certain matchups.
Here's Conley. Mitchell outside. Another miss by Utah.
With floor spacing at a premium, they need him to hit these shots. Made just that one in the first.
Gobert with the block.
You really have to be Gobert lurking around. He'll send
That
it
ain't
back.
fair.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge.
Thank you. That didn't take it up.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. It's stolen by Dragic. Here's Adebayo. Gobert with the block. Mitchell looking it over. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
Here's Dragic, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Shots good by Hero.
Okay.
Hero's got the lead up to 5 now for Miami. Smitty Snyder, also an All-American in high school, 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
He led Mercer Island to a state title, and then experienced coaches in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
And the Heat call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the 7 seconds left here in the second. Here's Clarkson and Utah.
Wow, you let him make that. Or your defense
like with his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. And the Utah Jazz.
Come on now.
A magnet for big-name free agents, Greg.
I could have given me more fans than that. I shot that for with nobody
It has
around.
been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
Dragic against Conley. Bogdanovich, that's for two. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Dragic, and it's blocked by Conley. Here we go, one-on-one. His first shot coming late. Shot is good off the back rim.
Oh, wow, he shot that.
Pope's got his first bucket of the night.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Here's Dragic. He can't get that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Mitchell. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, I don't miss her, bro.
On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Robinson. Mitchell's shot is good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And here are the Heat. They're on a 14-4 run. There's 42 seconds left in the third. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Where you always have confidence in the Heat organization is that the team has rallied with 9 championship rings as a player, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, and as a team president. He knows how to win from every perspective.
And Utah making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Moutier pass to Brent. Moutier looking around. There's the 3. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Olynyk dishes to Robinson. The tray. Traps in the tray.
Let's go, bro. It feels good shoot
They have
threes.
been relentless from deep, and you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Feel good, does
Well, through
it?
3
Yeah.
quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Heat as they wrap up the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-4 run. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there.
Woo, come
You've
on.
got Cody Zeller. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Scott. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. Moutier kicks to Mitchell. The basket good off the assist for Moutier. Moutier's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. You know, Smitty, and
That was it.
Referees, officials now have a presence on social media that's aiming at educating fans on calls and why they're made.
Yes, and I love it, Kevin, if you have these demos and talk about plays and games and situations that you're educating fans. It's just that fans look at it when these referees, who are human, miss calls, and then they want to re-show these plays that they missed. We still got to understand they're human and they're going to miss some calls.
Well said, Steve.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk
That's
about
all I want.
just changing the shot can be
That's
just
all
as
I want.
effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Everybody, y'all gotta be quiet. Can't have the noise. Oh shit. Okay then.
That's good for Scott.
And when you look at Utah, this team, year after year, seems to be more than a sum of its parts.
I like that they always look for guys with big-time character, unselfish, low-drama players, and there's a confidence.
There you
in this
go.
group.
Where you at?
He's checked in for the Jazz. And Miami with a change here, too. Butler, he's checked in for Robinson. Moutier pass to Bogdanovich. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Butler.
Get off me.
Just 5 to shoot. And slam dunk by Butler.
I love it. Got the basketball, used the pick. A high percentage shot for Jimmy Butler on pick and roll plays.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 16-point game. Kicks it to Gobert. Back to Moutier. And the pass to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Gets it to go beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
And the Heat call time here.
And ever since the Big Three era ended, Miami has sort of defined middle of the pack.
Yeah, for the last 5 seasons, they haven't won more than 48 games or lost fewer than 37. This is what happens when you rarely select in the top 10 of the draft. You become reliant on free agents, and that's a tricky, sometimes heartbreaking approach.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Jazz. Conley now comes in for Moutier. Butler against Caldwell-Pope. Miami no good on that time either. Jazz trail by 13. Here is Conley. Bogdanovich. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And it's 6 points for Bojan Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Outside Butler. Back to Dragic. Outside Scott. Here's the 3. Miami no good on that time either. For the Jazz, this one's not looking good. Over in the corner, Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Gobert. Goes back up. And that one goes long. The Heat leading by 11. Adebayo kicks to Dragic. And Adebayo throws it down.
Beautiful vision to find an open man. Gorn leading by example.
Jazz have gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth. On the wing, Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple. Miami's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Heat.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Adebayo passes to Butler. Over Caldwell Pope. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And here's Utah, trailing by 13. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Dragic with it. Here's Scott. No good.
Bro, I wanted that last one. But it don't matter because we won. 16 points.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy. Problems with that tonight. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Let's go, though.
What'd you say? Walking out.
But why did I jump like that at the end? Like I had something in my pants.
Here he comes. Hey, Jay. Hey, what's up? What's up? I wonder when Josh over here has got something to talk to you about the Top Takes Daily interview. You remember Josh? Yeah. From Beats? Yeah, Josh, what's up? Great to see you again, Jay. Great game tonight. I appreciate that, Josh. So, Josh has a couple things he wants to go over with you that you could sprinkle into the interview. Okay.
Well, obviously, only mention this stuff if it comes up organically. We want you to feel comfortable.
That's right. There's no benefit from forced plugs. Of course, of course.
So let's keep the pressure low. Any mention with Beats is a plus. We'd be happy with a simple plug, but
Well, it is a special day here today at Top Takes Daily as we are joined live in studio with one of the NBA's brightest new stars, Che. Welcome to the show, Che.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me, Dan.
Of course. Now, you've had to overcome a lot on your path up to the league. We all know about the doubt you faced coming in as a four-year college player. So with that, my first question for you is, how does it feel to silence the haters?
It's all right. You know, I'm more focused on wins and losses right now, and at the moment we're winning, so I'm happy.
How do you maintain that drive, that focus?
I'll tunnel up, meditate. You know, I got my beats. You have a fully guaranteed noise canceling algorithm. If you hear anything but your music when you're wearing Beats, you get a full refund.
Wasn't the answer I was expecting.
Hey, expect the unexpected with Beats.
Okay, moving on then. So now that you've established that you belong in the league, what's next for you? What are your goals?
You know, I really don't want to put a limit on it. I think if I continue to work hard, anything's possible. So yeah, maybe that's a goal of mine. Just keep working hard.
Is MVP within reach?
I will say this. If you don't set a high standard for yourself, what's the point? And I'd rather fail at getting to the top than succeed at being mediocre, you know?
Absolutely. So before we wrap things up, one last question for you. We all seem to know a lot about Che the athlete, but what's something we don't know about Che the person?
That's a good question, Diane. I'm gonna say a lot of people see me on the court and think I'm flashy or whatever, but really, I'm just a relaxed dude. I mean, you can ask my teammates. I mean, you know, a lot of us get together, we try to do some competitive stuff like play 2K, but you know what? I like going to the movies once a week and just chill.
Got any recommendations for us?
Roma on Netflix. Have you watched that film?
I actually have. You like Roma?
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? I cried a couple times watching it. I mean, I didn't cry a couple times watching it, but it's a great film.
I must admit, I didn't expect that coming from you.
Multitude, Diane. Levels.
Seems like it.
Yeah. Last role movie you hadn't watched it, guys.
Unfortunately, that is all the time we have today in studio with Che. Che, thank you so much for coming.
Hey, thanks for having me.
This is Diane Stone, and you have been watching Top Takes Daily.
I almost fell asleep down here. I forgot I was recording. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. You already know the deal. Peace.